I made myself a little tea. Well, it's the kind I always make. It's sweet and spicy by I think they're called Good Earth. Yeah. But you can have a sip if you want. It's hot though. Let me let it cool down a little bit. Let me give it a little sip test. But it's pretty warm. Oh, toasty, but delicious. Do you want to try a little bit? Lucy, come here, honey, down. It's time for Betty, honey. Shh. Hi, Popo. It's time for sleepy time. Yeah, she's the goose is a character. No, when, that I told you how we found Lucy, right? So, your mom and we were, I've been wanting I like the idea of a dog, and I've been wanting to get a dog. This is back when your mom and I were living in an apartment on, at Mar Vista. And I'd been wanting a dog, and one of our friends, she posted on Facebook that we're like fostering this dog, this rescue, and it was a pit lab mix. And I had one of my old roommates, her boyfriend actually had a pit lab named Juju. And sweet dog, sweet girl. And I remember I took her for a few walks, and definitely really was like, this is a cool dog. It's a neat combination, a lot of energy. Lucy's very playful, loyal, protective. And so our friend posted on Facebook that she had found this dog and needed a home, and your mom and I were laying there in bed like, I don't know, should we get a dog? Should we get a dog? And I responded to the Facebook, I DM'd her or something, and said that, yeah, we were interested. And the next day, we drove down, which was very close to our apartment, and we drove down to go meet her, and she was in, what's funny? That green harness that she has? That was actually the first thing. That's her original green harness. Yeah. And so here comes Lucy, this puppy. She's like a year old, and she was just, so much energy, just jumping. I'm like just really crazy excited, and I was just like, what have we done? And here we are. It's funny how you just can't predict how decisions are going to change your life, and in what crazy, weird, wonderful ways. But yeah, that's how we got the goose. But what was the best part of your day? Oh, good. You had fun playing. Yeah. I love that you enjoy, playing sports with your friends and stuff. And I think it's important to be involved in sports, and whether it's an individual game like golf or tennis, or a team sport, soccer, hockey, football, baseball. I think they're all equally good. Rock climbing, I was really big into rock climbing, as you know. And I think that it's important to experience working really hard at something and then losing. I know that seems very weird, but it's very important that you learn that, winning feels great. Everybody loves winning. And no, but I don't think, somebody out there probably likes losing, but, not me. But the thing is that it's important to experience losing and realize that it's not the end of the world, you know? So even if you lose the game, you know, there's a deep value. There's a deep value in getting out there, trying something that's challenging, and learning how to both win and lose gracefully, you know? I mean, I've just seen this so many times, you know, with the kids I've taught chess to, and you know, inevitably you'll have, you know, one or two kids on the team that they really struggle with losing. You know, they get checkmated the first time, and they're just devastated, you know, and they tell themselves, you know, I don't know what, but it's very easy for humans, myself, your dad included, to play negative tapes. You ever catch yourself playing a negative tape on loop in your head? What's a tape? Right. You don't have tape anymore. Negative tape. So like just a repeating loop. Well, we used to have these things called tape cassettes. Okay, you've seen them before in the pictures, and they were these little plastic cassette decks, and they had like the two holes in them, you know, and there was a tape, and you could record over them. That's how, you know, the old days of making somebody a mixtape. So that was when you chose your favorite songs, and you had to oftentimes like wait while you're listening to the radio until the radio would play the song you were waiting for. Then you hit record, or you took a CD. That's another thing you don't know. So then after tapes, there's this thing called compact discs, and they were like these little shiny plastic discs, and they had a lot more storage capacity on them than a tape, and the quality of the audio was a lot higher. But sometimes what you could do, because back then it was really, some people like had a CD recorder, but you were really fancy. I mean, you were like, you know, hoity-toity if you had your own CD burner back in the day. And yeah, I didn't, but we had a duel, because anyway, the point is, mixtapes, fun, all that kind of stuff. Sorry, I get sidetracked all the time. So, you know, if you lose a game or something bad happens to you, I've definitely been very guilty of saying some very bad things to myself. Like when I was, I think I was 13, and I forget, I was very sad about something. I forget what. And I was up in my bedroom, and I was just saying to myself over and over again, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I can't do anything right. Okay? And I was just like, just punishing myself. I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I can't do anything right. I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I can't do anything right. I know. Right? And my mom, your grandma, came in, and she said, you know, honey, we really, you know, we have to be very careful of the things we say to ourselves. She said the tapes we play in our head. Hope that makes a little more sense now. And she was like, we have to be very careful of the tapes we play in our head, because they have a huge impact. And I remember my mom, your grandmother, had a friend named Prudence. And I had met Prudence when I was like 8 or 9 years old, I think. And I remember thinking, like, this is going to sound weird, okay? This is going to sound weird. I remember thinking, when I was like a kid, like 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10 years old, thinking that she wasn't very pretty. And, okay, just stay with me. And she just looked sad. And in my mind, I was like pretty or something. And, you know, mind of a child. So, years later, she came back over to our house, and I remember seeing a woman wearing a dress, and it was like and I was like, again, like maybe 11, 12. And it was like a sundress, like a very normal dress, but I remember looking at her, and I remember thinking to myself, that lady, and I only saw her from behind, and I remember thinking, that lady has really beautiful shoulders. I think she was wearing a burgundy reddish dress, and I remember thinking, wow, she had like really, really smooth, beautiful skin on her shoulders, and just looked very, pretty. And then she turned around, and it was my mom's friend Prudence. I didn't recognize her. It was like a transformation had happened, and I asked my mom about that. I was like, what happened to Prudence? And my mom was like, well, she got into some therapy, and she stopped playing the negative tapes. Those like, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, I'm not pretty, I'm not, all the negative things we can do. And she said, well, she stopped saying those negative things and replaced them with positive things like, I'm beautiful, I'm powerful, I'm smart, people love me, right? These like positive affirmations, exactly. And it literally transformed her appearance from like this kind of sad, almost grayish energy to a warm, vibrant, completely different person. And it's amazing to me how the messages we play in our heads can have a profound impact on our lives, your well-being, your health, not just emotional, but it can literally improve your physical health when you're having positive tapes playing that you are beautiful, you are smart, people love you, you're funny, you're talented, you're vibrant, right? These little affirmations, and it can just have profound impacts on us. And like, again, getting back to sports and things like that, it's really important that you learn that if you lose a game, it doesn't mean you're a bad person, it doesn't mean you're not smart, it just means you got beat. That's all it means. I was reminded, forget who said it first, but there's an old phrase, sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. Well, it's a riff off the old sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. But I like that one better. Sometimes you win, and sometimes you learn. Because we learn so much more, at least me, from the games I lose than the games I win. It's like if I win a game, I'll usually just feel really good. I'll be like, oh, cool, yay, I won, yay. But if I lose a game, I gotta go, okay, Jeremiah, what did you do that caused you to lose this game? Were you not paying attention? Did you not practice enough? Were you a good team player? And instead of blaming other people, I would go, okay, how can I be better the next time? Especially like with games like chess or something, I'll analyze those games that I lose and go, okay, where did I go wrong? Where did I make a blunder? And yeah, so I'm really glad that you enjoy that. And yeah, I hope you can try all the sports. Your mom and I support. If you want to do track, go do track and field. If you want to swim, go swim. If you want to wrestle, let's get you on the wrestling team. If you want to said, like rock climb, whatever you want to do. The key is that you're just experiencing life and playing games and having fun, and yeah, that's the thing your mother and I care about the most. That you find the things you enjoy, that you find things that you're passionate about, whether it's school or subject, computers, science, art, performing, whatever it is. We just want you to feel like you have every right to try and go for something. It might not work out. That's totally okay. But the important thing is that you try, and that you learn how to win gracefully. Because nobody likes a sore winner. You've played those people. They win the game and they like try to rub it in your face. Like, oh, we beat you, blah, blah, blah. It's very obnoxious. I know. So rude, right? So rude. So don't be like that. And also how to lose gracefully. How even when you lose, you shake your opponent's hand. You say, good job, great game. And you move on to the next one. That you don't dwell on it too much. You can analyze why you lost. You can have like a post-game analysis, But that you can experience losing, and it's not the end of the world. It's very important. More important than you may think. Like I said, I've definitely taught some kids, and when they lose, they can't handle it. They take it so personally that it's just devastating. And that, unfortunately, it's just a bummer to me. All I see is somebody who's, insecure and not feeling too great about themselves, and they put so much weight and value and pressure on, like, winning a game or something, that losing it is, like, devastating. So, anyway, so that was the best part of your day. Awesome. I love that. I really do. And everything's going good at school. Yeah, well, kids can be mean, man. Always have. Probably always will be. Yeah, it's amazing how mean some people can be. And the key is remembering that hurt people. People that are really happy and they feel fulfilled in their lives. People that are that have self-confidence and they feel good about themselves. They're not the ones who are mean. The people that are mean are struggling. They're going through some things. They're in emotional pain. And, to the best of your ability, try to be like water off a duck's back. You ever heard that expression? Well, if you ever watch a duck pop out of the water, the water on its back just goes right off. Like it just all beats up and it disappears. So when someone says something mean, instead of, reacting or getting upset, you can just go, I disagree with you or whatever, and I'm sorry you feel that way, and move on with your life. Like water off a duck's back. Just on there 1 minute, gone the next. Yeah. Well, I love you, kiddo. I love you so much. Mommy loves you. The goose loves you. Basically, everybody I know who's met you thinks you're pretty awesome. I have it on good authority. And, yeah, I love you. I love how you feel. I love how you share your life with me. Yeah. I love our little evening chats. Do you like these little chats? You ready to calm down? Yeah, Lucy just did a little patrol. Just making sure the house is safe. So I think Lucy has done her patrol and is now looking for a comfy spot to bed down for the night. Oh man, I love you, kiddo, and I hope you have sweet dreams, and I look forward to seeing you in the morning. Okay. Alright. Oh, do you want a little sip of tea? It's nice and it's cooler now. You got a little sip. Just a little sip. That's good, isn't it? This flavor reminds me of the fall. Coziness. Kind of spiced, cinnamony, orangey. Yeah, reminds me of the fall. Wintertime, being cozy and wrapping up with blankets. And yeah. Ooh, maybe we can build a fort this weekend. Do you want to build a fort this weekend? Alright, cool. I know your mom would be super down. She loves building forts. I know. The last one we built was pretty sick, right? We should do that again. Okay.